welcome everyone, because this is about becoming out of the ordinary, taking your life out of the ordinary. And I'm super excited to share all of this with you guys. And I will be recording this. It is recording right now. And I will be sending this out to everyone so that they can get this information. So for those of you that are maybe watching this that don't know me, that are new here, I know there's lots of people here that do know me and have taken lots of my programs. But I'm Janice Gallant, and I am your soul power activator. And what I do is I help people awaken to their soul power, and this helps them create the life they were meant for, to step into that, to let go of the limiting beliefs or anything that might be holding us back, and just really go for it and have a life that you are desiring. So I've written books. I've become bestseller recently. I'm an international speaker and teacher. I've built a business, and I love working with women and helping them activate what we're going to talk about today inside of them. So I've done all this. It all started like 8 years ago. 8 years ago, with one realization, one ignite moment. And I'm going to share that story with you. But that realization was that my essence, my soul power, is not just keeping me alive within my body, it is calling me to rise up. So there is a certain vibration we emit. So let's start there. The law of vibration says that everything vibrates. It moves. There's a vibration. Frequency is how fast that vibration is. So you could have a slow vibration, a low frequency, or a high frequency, which would be a very fast vibration. Now, that's when we talk about frequency, we're talking about, high or low frequencies. But everything vibrates. Everything in this world. This is known science, right? That at a molecular level, everything vibrates. The law of attraction then comes into effect after the law of vibration, because the law of attraction says that whatever our frequency is at is what we're going to attract. So like frequency attracts like frequency. So this is science. Hold on there. Now, I'm going to go back to when I was a young woman, raising 3 kids, teaching in the classroom. I was married. We lived on an acreage. There was a certain frequency or vibration that I was living at. And that was my life of hustle, of scarcity, of mixed in with gratitude and love and beautiful moments. But there was also an underlying energy of tension coiled up within me, and this frequency of scarcity. There's not enough, and if I want more, I got to go after it. So that's what the frequency was. Later, when I started to dive in more to all of these teachings and understanding how manifestation works, I started to take coaching programs and money programs and programs where I learned that first I need to change the environment, the frequency within me, and then the world around me changes. So it all starts within. And I like to think of it as like wealth from within, because that's what it's about. So let's talk a little bit. Let me get clear about language here first so that we understand each other more clearly. So I talk about my soul essence, my soul power. Essence is the fundamental core quality of something. At its very source, it is its truth. And so essence for us is our life force energy. It is the energy that is within us, that sparked us to life, that is keeping our heart beating and our breath flowing. And I often also call it my soul. And I know that there's other terms out there. There's many like traditional terms of consciousness or subconsciousness. You know, consciousness being the human part of you, subconsciousness being that soul part of you. There is, you know, your human self, your infinite self, or your higher wisdom. So there's a lot of different words out there that we can use for this, but I just want it to be clear that you can use whatever words suit you. It's whatever resonates for you. But this is what I'm talking about. When I talk about your essence or I talk about your soul power, I'm talking about that part of you that is divine. That part of you is your higher wisdom. It is your source energy within you, but that there is a deeper level to it than what we have been recognizing. So if we take a breath right here, right now, just, you know, taking a breath and saying, breathe in deeply and feel into this moment. Breathing out. Right now, your heart is beating, your breath is flowing, proof that this essence is alive within you. It's there. But here's the real question we need to keep asking ourselves. Am I merely existing, or am I fully alive? Because that soul essence, that essence within you is more than just your life force energy. It is so much more. It is the same power that creates universes. And today I want to help you awaken to it, embrace it, and activate it within you. So I want you to think about, where have you been underestimating your power? What keeps us ordinary? What keeps us in the ordinary life of merely existing in the moments that we have, thinking that life is happening and I'll just deal with it as it comes along? Our mental loops, limiting beliefs, internal stories, fears, old patterns that we've been taught since we were younger. Comfort, not wanting to stray from the norm, not wanting to be different, wanting to be accepted and like everyone else, and also not thinking for ourselves. So Napoleon Hill said, the subconscious mind will carry out any plan you feed it, so choose wisely. And this is true. Our soul helps us create. Our essence within us is our creative energy. It is the energy we create with, but we're not always in the power. We're in the fears and limiting beliefs. And this is why we continue to create the same life, the same day, day in, day out, Groundhog Day, right? We just keep repeating the patterns. It's because the frequency within us hasn't changed. And the way we change it is by shifting from these patterns of thought that we've always had, changing our mind first, creating from a beautiful place where we know we can change these thoughts and these ingrained patterns into something that is bigger and better. So to shift from merely existing into fully being, we need to be shifting our patterns of thought. So I decided at that time to start investing in myself, like to take these programs, not just watch the free ones, which the free ones are great. And that's why I offer them here, is because sometimes that's all we can do at the moment, and that's fine. But I started to say, wait a minute, I am going to invest in myself. I'm going to pay for the learning and the growth, because I realized that my best investment was me. And if I'm going to learn, I'm going to go and learn from those around me who are doing it, living this way, and making a living doing this. Because I wanted changes. I learned how to think. I learned how to question. I learned how to go deeper and reveal the patterns of thought that were buried deep within me. And I learned that I'm not missing anything. There's nothing wrong with me. We're all the same. We all have this essence. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm the same as the ones that I admire. So I decided to build my wealth from within, and I committed to me and the life that I desired in order to bring my life to a better one of my dreams, and also that would then ripple out to the people I loved around me and benefit them. I was determined that this was going to change. So an ignite moment, which I'm going to share with you in a minute, is a miracle moment. It's the shift, the sudden realization, right? The moment when, you have a humble cry for help and suddenly power moves in. We've all had these moments. We've all had these moments of epiphanies, pure awareness of stepping into clarity in the moment, going, oh my gosh, I never thought of it that way, right? Those are ignite moments or diamond moments. Those are the moments, miracle moments. And when we think about when we've had these moments, what exactly has happened? What exactly happens in an ignite moment? So I'm going to share one of my ignite moments, the one that started all of this for me, got me into everything that I've created today and changed my life, completely flipped it around. But I want you to think about your own ignite moments. What are the ignite moments that you've had in your life? What were the moments when you were, backed up against the wall and said, enough, I'm not doing this anymore. This has got to change. Or it was even I don't know how to do this. I need help. The moment that the ego stepped aside and you said, I want more. So I'm going to encourage you to think deeply about those moments and what was happening, right? And think about how you relate to my story. Does it remind you of your own ignite moment? Does it bring up those feelings for you? And what we are looking at unpacking is okay, miracles happen in ignite moments. So what is happening in this pure awareness, this moment of pure awareness? What within us is rising up? So I started to question this. What's the extra that we all have within us that says, okay, I can do this. I got this. I'm going forward. Can we call on that magic anytime? I like to think so. I absolutely do believe this. I know that there's magic in our essence because I've found it. I've felt it. Not just once, but many times. I know there's magic there. So I started asking myself, if my essence is my fundamental core quality, my source, my truth, then I have it, and you have it, and everyone has it. Just think about this. I know this because we're breathing. I'm breathing. You're breathing. My heart is pumping. Your heart is pumping. It's proof that this essence is alive within us. And I realize the essence, this same essence, is the fabric of what makes up our universe. It's the same life force energy within everything, around everything, permeating everything. It is our essence. If we want to actually see our essence manifested, we just need to look at nature, because nature holds all the answers for us. It's the same essence that directs the seed to grow, the butterfly to emerge from its cocoon, the flower to bloom to its most ultimate potential. And it's creative and ever expanding. It's always growing. So think about a beautiful old forest, an old growth forest, and just look at that. Look at that in your mind's eye. What do you see? What are the qualities within that forest that you see? Expansion, because the forest will keep growing, keep expanding, keep growing further and further. Growth, right? Support. Ecosystems are a beautiful example of support. Creativity and beauty and presence in the moment. And you just go take a walk in one of these forests, or you climb a mountain, or you walk on the beach beside the beautiful ocean, and you will feel the high frequencies of love and grace. You feel that it brings you back into your truth, into your essence, that this is within you. So this essence is keeping you alive and breathing, but it also holds your infinite potential. The highest possible version for you is within you. It's the creative power that can take you from living a life of just living your life to one that is beyond your wildest dreams. So if this essence is already within me, why aren't I living my dream life right now? Why aren't all of us living our most ultimate life right now? The most ultimate life we could ever imagine, right? What allows someone to rise up and go after their dreams and reach their dreams? What is it that separates the person from one who desires to write the book to one who actually writes the book and publishes it? What is that? And do we all have that? What is it that separates us? Is it discipline? Is it better opportunities? No, that's not the answer. And I promise you, you are not lazy. You are not unorganized. Don't think that way. That's not what it is. I found that it's something deeper within our essence that we can all call forth. It's a superpower lying dormant. It's just waiting for us to activate it. There was a time when I believed that success was reserved for the lucky ones, the chosen ones, the ones who, had the right family, that they were surrounded by the right people. They were given an unfair head start. They had something that I didn't have, that was how you got successful. And everyone has their own definition of success. But I always felt like they were the chosen ones. They either had the personality or the looks or something, but I promise you, that's not the case. I thought I was average, right? Not great, not one of the chosen ones, but here's the secret. There is no chosen one. You decide if you're going to rise up or not. And, despite all those limiting beliefs that I held, like that I needed, to be shown the way, like all those limiting beliefs were there, but I still had a dream. A deep, unshakable knowing that I was meant to create a life of purpose, to bring more to the world. I was a creator, and I really felt like I could help. I could do more. I could inspire others. I can live a life of purpose and write books and impact the world. That was my dream. And I wanted to truly believe in the power of manifesting. I had studied manifesting for many years, and I wanted to believe, and I really felt it was the truth. I really did, that we were conscious creators, and that we aren't given dreams only to be left powerless to fulfill them. I truly wanted to believe that the universe, that source, was a force that was here to help us, that was all loving and fully supported. But beneath all of that, I still had this belief that I needed someone else to find me. I needed to gain permission. I needed proof from somebody on the outside world that, yes, you're meant for this. I needed to know that my stars were aligned, that this is what I'm supposed to do. And that when that proof, if I could get that proof, then I could do it. Then I would go full force, right? But then what happened in a moment, it was, this is my ignite moment, right? It happened in a moment, not in some grand revelation, not in a flash of lightning, not in a near-death experience, but in the most ordinary of moments. I was standing in my kitchen, drying dishes. Does it get any more ordinary than that? Drying dishes, tea towel in my hand, staring out my kitchen window, dreaming about my dream. Dreaming about the lifestyle that I desired. I wanted to get up in the mornings and light a candle and write and just create, write a book and be that spiritual mentor. That's what I desired. But the doubt was always there. The doubt was always right there saying to me, you don't know how to publish a book. How could you possibly do this? You don't even know anyone that's written a book. It's not your world. That's somewhere else on the other side of the country in New York City or something. That's not from you, small town girl in the middle of Alberta. You can't do this. But then in that moment, something shifted. A voice in me rose up and said, hey, wait a minute, just hold on. I'm a smart girl. I could figure this out. I don't know how to publish a book, but I could figure this out. I teach English. If I teach other people how to write, I could write a book. I could do this. And there was this hope that rose up. And then I thought, well, the first thing I need to do is just start. Just begin. Just start writing the book. And I thought, yes, I am going to write my book. And something happened in that moment. All of a sudden, in an instant, everything changed. All of this inspiration came flooding in. Seriously, I took the tea towel, threw it on the counter, ran and got my journal and my pen, and I sat down at my kitchen island and I started writing. It was flooding in. I knew exactly what my book was going to be about. I first of all laid out every chapter, the title of every chapter, the topic for every chapter, and then I wrote the introduction and the first 3 chapters of my book. It was in that moment that everything shifted and changed. And why? Because I changed. I changed myself. 5 o'clock that night, my husband walked in and I looked up and I'm like, oh my gosh, where did the day go? Because that's what happens when you're in creative flow, when you're in the flow of pure inspiration. The truth of who you are within you emerges and radiates out. I had tapped into the power of my essence. I had tapped into my soul power, and I wasn't creating on my own. I was creating with that higher power. So my pure potential, always there, always waiting for me, rose up the moment that I activated it, the moment I ignited it. Why? Because in that moment, I stopped listening to the voice of doubt. I stopped telling myself I wasn't ready. And I fully chose to believe in me. And that changed everything. Everything catapulted forward. That was like a quantum leap forward for me. So I want you to think about this. Here's a journal prompt for you. If you were fully alive and activated, what would you be doing differently right now? Juicy one. It is. How many times have you had your back up against the wall and said, no, this is not how my story is going to go. Enough. I am going to change this. And you rise up and something comes in, like courage floods in for you, support, and things shift and change and synchronicities start to happen. You know, there is this sleeping giant within you, and I'm going to share a secret on how to wake this giant up within you. Because when you embrace it, when you ignite it, everything shifts and changes. The people you admire, the ones who have created extraordinary lives, they weren't born different from you. They started exactly where you are. But somewhere along the line, they woke up. They realized that their essence wasn't just the force that kept them alive. They realized it's the very power that creates universes waiting within them. If they want that extraordinary life, they are going to go for it, one step at a time. It's their source of infinite potential. And now you have it too, and you can activate it too. This is the same force that exists within you, within me, within all of us. No one is special or different. This is your soul magic, your essence. And here's the truth. You can allow your essence to either keep you alive and keep moving forward, to keep your heart beating, your breath flowing until the day you die, or you can tap into it. You can embrace it, ignite it, and wield it. This is what separates the people who wish from the people who create. This is what makes the difference between those who dream of writing a book or whatever it is, and those who do it. I used to think they were different from me, but they weren't. The only difference, they knew this truth. They had already woken up to it. And that day, I discovered it for myself, because when you decide, when you take the leap into believing in yourself, your soul magic will come rushing in like the wind at your back. It is always there, always waiting, always ready. It is only within us that we need to decide. We need to believe in ourselves. So, the quantum truth is you're not waiting for change. You are the change. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Janice, this sounds really nice, but what comes after but is your resistance, right? So examine that. Be aware of that. How do you do this? How do you step into this infinite potential within you? And I'm going to share something with you that'll help you activate this power that you hold. And it begins with two of the most powerful words that you will ever speak. I am. I am is not just a phrase, it's a declaration. It carries a frequency that says, and so it is. It is truth. Use those words powerfully. I am not ready means you will never be ready. But I am ready carries a powerful truth to move forward. You can feel it within yourself. You can resonate with that truth. And we're going to use I am as a guide to activate your essence. I am is a formula for awakening your power. So think of it this way. You're going to break it down. I, the letter I, is ignite. Invest in yourself. You need to believe in you and your ability to grow and evolve, and then take that step to invest in you. Growth requires intention. If you want to rise, surround yourself with people who remind you of your greatness, not the ones that throw in the doubts and the fears and the what ifs and, oh, you better be careful, but the people that say, yes, you have this in you. Recognize that you are an ever-evolving being, that you can learn and grow and step into the one who is already living the life of your dreams. Whatever that is, you can learn and do this. I have invested in myself thousands of dollars, and right now I'm invested in learning how to speak on stage because I know this is my next right direction, but I'm like scared, shaking in my boots, not sure how to do this. How do I engage people and keep them engaged? And how do I remember everything when I'm standing on stage and I don't have any notes in front of me like I do right now? How do I do this? And I am learning. So I invested in a great teacher who's teaching me. She's already done it. She's an international speaker and she's showing me the way. So invest in yourself. And even if it's just, I just want to create a better life, I want to change a few things in my life, then invest in the programs that are going to help you remember the power within you, your soul power. Remember that this is what you came for. Your greatest investment is you. Okay. A is awaken, to know that you are not alone. Simply bringing your attention to your essence will activate it. The moment you decide to pursue your dream, everything around you will start aligning to support you. When you decide, okay, let's do this, then everything starts to shift and change. Signs, synchronicities, resources come in for you to go in that direction. So even if you're at a point where you're like, I can't invest in myself, I don't have the money. Usually we do if we want, we can find it. But if you say, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this program because I know that's my next right step. And I know that's the direction. I can feel it in my heart. That's the way I'm supposed to go. The resources will come. They always do. They always do. So you will see it all begin to show up from this infinite intelligence all around you when you begin to awaken. Get your awareness online. Awaken to your essence, awaken to your heart's desires. And the last one, M, is make it happen. You know, your determination, your willpower, these are expressions of your essence within you. Keep moving forward, keep growing, keep learning. Life is not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about stepping into the power now and letting the journey evolve you. You will grow as you move forward. You will become the person that is already living that dream. You will evolve. And so you are the one that brings your dreams into reality. Stop waiting for someone to tell you it's time. Stop waiting for the universe to give you a sign. Start moving forward and you will see the signs telling you you're on the right track. This is your life. The time is now. Activate now. Ignite, awaken, make it happen. I love it. Good. Yes. Excuse me. So that is your message for today. Yeah. Ignite, awaken, and make it happen from your neighborhood soul activator, soul essence activator. I always have programs and support for you. These free masterclasses are hopefully helpful for you to see that no one outside of you, nothing outside of you is going to give you permission. You need to do it. Your call to action today is to take the steps forward, recommit to living out of the ordinary. I didn't want to be like everyone else, merely existing. I wanted to be living at the creative edge of life, like right at the edge. I want to be right there, creating and consciously manifesting in my life, because that's where the fun is. That's the excitement. That's what gets you up out of bed going, oh my gosh, another day. Yay. I get to create today. What am I going to create? Move forward towards the life of your dreams. What does that look like for you? Is it more traveling? Is it starting your own business? Is it making an impact in the world? I want to work with you. So I have lots of programs, and the only thing I'm going to do is bring your awareness to those programs in this call, because you can go and find them. And you know, I'm always talking about them. Monday mornings, I come on to Soulfully Aligned Women with a live, and I'm always telling you what's going on this week. So this week, Medicine Woman is here for you half price. Medicine Woman takes us deep into the part of you. If you are loving intuition, if you love crystals, if you love herbs, if you love essences of oils, and you feel moved when we start talking about that, Medicine Woman is for you. And it will deeply activate the creation energy within you. It also has a part in there that helps cleanse and clean and clear our womb space, their creative energy space, because we hold trauma there in our lower chakras, in our belly, in our womb. And so there's a powerful activation in there of clearing out the womb space that allows us to move forward freely without fears and without worries and without any of the fears of, what are other people going to say? So Medicine Woman is on for half price right now. There's a coupon, New Moon, all capitals, and you can get it if you put that coupon code in there. And if you have any trouble, just let me know. It's normally $222, so it's on for $111. And this week, the energy is powerful to go there all through this next week. So Medicine Woman. And the other one I'm so passionate about right now is Soulfully Aligned and Rich. We get to create the life that we've been dreaming of. And we get to allow money to flow in and abundance to flow in, so that we can live to an experience and have the adventures that our soul came here to have. Our soul wants us to be abundant. That is our natural state, is abundance, and money is just the tool we use right now. So this program will take away those limitations that we put on ourselves around money, right? So Soulfully Aligned and Rich is 7 modules that are around 20 minutes each, all on the Soulfully Aligned Women app, and you can listen to them. They're recorded, and there's beautiful video to go with it. And you can listen, and it will start to clear out any junk that is keeping us from fully being abundant. And then you also get in the nest, which is 6 months, where we meet 3 times a month, where it's like this. We get activated. We remember who we are. We remember our power. We talk about the limiting beliefs, the fears, the old patterns, and becoming more aware of them and getting them out of our energy field, clearing the channel to keep moving forward and getting clear on what is my dream? What do I want to create? Right now, people are big in that energy of like, okay, wait a minute. What is it that I do want? What do I want? And that's a great question to ask yourself. What do you want? And then the big one, right? If you want to go deeper with me and you want to have intimate one-on-one, small group time with me, and one-on-one. All of my soulfully aligned creative mystics get one-on-one time with me. But that is my soulfully aligned creative mystic certification program. It is a deep dive, not only into your own soul journey, deepening into who you are, remembering who you are, uncovering the powers within you, but also the mystical part of you. The mystic is in there, the creative mystic. So it's about, remembering the gifts that you came here with. And all of these will emerge even more. All the psychic gifts, like the clairs, clairvoyance, clairaudience, all of that comes up, and we talk about that, and your intuition heightens, and you start having, powerful dreams and messages coming through, because you are syncing up with your soul, your essence, and recognizing there is a great power there for us to create together. And then we also cover all the business stuff, like how do I start a business? What would that look like? And we do the energetic foundation of your business, where it lines up powerfully with you, with the gifts that you came here with your soul's journey, because each of us has our own unique journey. So if you're thinking about starting a business, or you have started one, and this will reactivate and really bring it online for you. Powerful, powerful certification program. And we also then go into the energetics of becoming magnetic, of becoming the magnetic entrepreneur, and clearing out any money limitations, that we can earn money through our spiritual gifts, our soul gifts. That is what we came here to do, to bring this forth into the world, and that we are allowed to keep growing and expanding. And this will make an impact in the world. And this is how we change the world. So all of those programs, I will put them in the email with this replay. I will put them in the show notes as it goes out on YouTube. And of course, if you're in Soulfully Aligned Women already, in my private groups, in my private Facebook group, or on following me on Instagram, just send me a message and I can send you links. So you can also just book a call with me, and we can talk about what's the best direction for you. What are you feeling into, and how can we make this work? Because we can make it work. Okay, you guys, thank you for being here. I love you. I had aimed for 45 minutes. It's 9:47 now, so this is great. And I'm sending you all love, and just reach out, and maybe I will see you again for a new masterclass again, coming up in about a month. So take care. I love you. Bye for now.